All right, in this here video, we are going to determine the final cost of an item, including sales tax and discount. So before we jump into a problem, let's talk about these pieces. Now think about the discount, because the discount is applied first. So when we think about how do we figure out the discount amount? So if we take the price of an item and we multiply by the discount percentage, right? That's going to give us the discount amount, right? So the original price of the item times the percent of the discount gives us the amount of discount. Now we would then take the price, we're going to subtract the discount amount, and this is, right, the new cost of the item. So think about like what you're actually going to pay for the item. So once we have that new cost, then we can multiply that by the sales tax percentage, and that's the sales tax amount. So then we can take the new cost, add the sales tax amount, and we have the actual price, like what we are actually paying for this item. Okay, so that's like in words. Let's go ahead and do a problem with some numbers where it might actually make sense. So Aaron is buying some new shoes. Yeah, Aaron, I love shoes. They are priced at $110. The store is having a 30% off sale on all shoes. And the sales tax, state sales tax is 7.5%. So what is the final price that Aaron is going to pay, including sales tax? Okay, so first things first, we've got to figure out the discount amount, right? Because we know there is a sale. So we're going to find 30% of the $110. So if I take the original price of the item and I multiply by the discount amount, this is going to give me the amount of discount. So I'm getting $33 off of my shoes. Well, if I was Aaron. So we could say, okay, they were $110. We're taking away $33, which means the new price of the item of the shoes is $77. Okay, so we're going to pay $77. Now, I know that I have to pay sales tax, and sales tax is 7.5%. So remember, percent to a decimal, we're going to move that two places. We did that as well with the 30. And that's where I get the 0.075. So when I multiply those together, I get 5.775. Now we know in money, we round to the nearest penny. So that rounds to $5.78. This is the sales tax. So to find the final price of these shoes for Aaron, we take the discount of $77, we add the $5.78 in sales tax, and we now know that Aaron is going to pay $82.78 for those shoes. So when you're thinking about, hey, it's 30% off, whatever, don't forget sales tax. We always have to take that tax into account when we're going to buy something. All right, let's do one more quick example. Carla wanted to buy a new softball glove. The one she liked was priced at $179.99. That's actually cheap, but was on sale for 15% off. I guess it depends on the brand. But state sales tax is 6%. How much will Carla pay for this glove? All right, same process. So let's just walk through it here. We're going to take the price of the glove and multiply it by 15%. Again, two decimal places to the left to get that percent to a decimal. Round it to the nearest penny. The discount amount is $27. It comes out to be 26.9985. That rounds to 27. So that means if I take $179.99 and subtract 27, the price that we're going to pay, or I guess be taxed on, is $152.99. So state sales tax, right? And this is a process. Find the discount amount, find the new price of the item. Then the sales tax is applied to that new price. So I can multiply by 6% and again, rounded to the nearest dollar, $9.18. And then we say, okay, if the purchase price is $152.99 and the sales tax is $9.18, then that means we are going to pay $162.17 for this new glove. Now, before I sign off, there are a few other ways you can do this that are a little less steps, but this is kind of the concrete step-by-step procedure so that you really understand how all of the pieces are connected. So that's discount, sales tax. Have a good one.